Hey there everyone, and welcome to the Wild Heart Tournament Showcase. The rewards for this one are the Essence of Hero once again, and a banner with almost exactly the same stats as before. I don't think the one I've got is not the most recent one, but yeah, basically it's got the crit chance, crit damage as usual, and I think the last one even had health and defend chance, so it's exactly the same. Which is a bit of a shame. Now, before I get stuck in talking about anything, I wanted to quickly say, Cookies for Life, if you're watching this video, otherwise known as Davis, I'm very sorry about what happened, about how I've now moved to a new guild. I took a couple of players with me that have been with me for a long time, and they're top players. Like they know their stuff. They spend a little bit of money, and they're happy to score a bit, as well as yeah, just play in that community. Unfortunately, it wasn't possible to take you over to this new guild as well, and I'm really sorry for that. But I have got a friend called Boogers73, who is he's a great guy. He's got a guild of his own, and yeah, he's very happy to have you. They're an English-speaking guild. He started I can't remember exactly when. It was quite a few months ago. But yeah, he was friends with me like right from the beginning when he's playing. We know each other very well, and yeah, top guy. So yeah, send him a friend request. That's Booger73, Booger 73, and yeah, he'll happily have you in his guild, and I promise you, you'll be happy there. I'm sorry for leaving you again. I wish I didn't do it for that sake, but you know, I've been in my own guild for a long time now, and I thought it'd be good fun to join a guild with a lot of my friends. Yeah, this event, this tournament, this challenge, sorry, is very easy to do. I actually use Breath of Fire on my main character. I use Protection Bubble, Breath of Fire, and I'll take down all the spiders, and then put down drakes and incinerate. This boss actually runs away in fear, which is really funny, and it's very easy to do. So now into the main topics of this tournament showcase. The first thing I want to mention is that fabled quality items are coming. I don't know what they're going to be like, but my guess is they're going to be in the elite category. If anyone noticed, when they changed elite, it went from 20 tokens to 18. 18 is 3 higher than platinum event, and strangely enough, we see 3 as the increase from each event difficulty tier. So I'm guessing that's elite is going to be the new difficulty for fabled items, so we're going to have to be paying 18 tokens for top gear now, which is a shame. But yeah, the best thing about it is it's not going to be this horrible yellow color of mythic items. I'm so glad about that. You know, when we got relic items, I was really happy that the light blue of the relic items, and got them on here. They're beautiful, absolutely beautiful, and we only had it for like 2 months, and then they brought out mythic items, and we had to go with a horrible yellow for what's been over a year now, and so yeah, that's the I'm happy to sort of spend extra tokens to get a colour that isn't that horrible yellow, but anyway, that's what's happening. I don't know when exactly it's happening, but yeah, hopefully it'll be after we've got over all this freezes. I'm just going to keep it running. Normally it doesn't take too long. But if it does take a while, then I'll skip it on. But yeah, I don't think it's the next event, but it should be the one after, possibly. And yeah, then we'll have these fabled items. All right, I'm just gonna pause the video. Sorry for this. All right, actually coming out of full screen, skipped it forward. So let's just see if I can do this without a death. Let's see if I can claw it back. And yes, we do. Awesome. I also got this ring thing from the current event, which is quite cool. So the next two, I actually want to talk strategy a bit. This one, I like to use Mimic Bomb on my main class, and I'll go up behind it, put drakes down in front, and then basically just attack the boss. And this works quite well even when you're underpowered. However, the enemies can close in. Now, a way to get around the enemies is to stack up high defensive stats. It might be tricky to do that exactly, but basically dodge is what those enemies will come in and do melee attacks. If you get dodge up really high by mixing gear a bit, I've got defend quite high. You'll see I defend the attacks a lot. Not sure how this is going to go, but when I did a practice run just now, it worked really well. I just start defending all the hits, and they don't do much damage. Another great technique is to bring in a dragon, because one of these would be great help here. But yeah, so put on a tank dragon, and it will sit just behind you. You'll see what I mean when I go up here. If you stand over here, put your drakes down in front, the enemies will go to where your drakes are first, and a dragon will sit just here, and that will take all the little enemies on it, which pretty much gives you enough time to attack the boss and defeat it. But as you can see, protection bubbles just isn't working right now. I don't know why. It really struggles to activate after certain skills, and it's really bugging me. But yeah, look at all those enemies. So they'd all be stuck attacking a dragon. Now I'm going to stun them. Whoa, I died quickly. This is one of these tournaments that can be real trouble if you die, especially. Yeah, okay, you can see I'm dodging and defending most of the range attacks there. And when all the little enemies came in, did you see all the defends? So yeah, that's one way to really deal with that tournament challenge, is to stack up the defensive stats. Never forget that as a technique, actually. It's one that I often wouldn't think of, but it's very, very useful to remember it. So this next one, this one's an interesting one, and quite frustrating actually, if you don't recognise it early on. So you've got the boss in the middle, who's fairly easy, and then you've got 4 towers around the outside. Now the tower on the bottom right and the top left, if you stand near it, it will zap you and do a lot of damage. The bottom left and the top right, they do a range attack, which will do targets on the ground. And so you want to stand near the bottom left or the top right. As a wizard, you can teleport between the two, if you need the space, but the drakes will keep the boss in the middle anyway. So what you want to do is you want to put a drake down right there, and then start attacking. I'd like to put protection bubble on right now. It worked fine then. Oh, how did that happen? Really? It was over there. Yeah, I'm getting a bit of trouble with things. Ha 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 ha. Oh, look at this. I've never had this before. Okay, well, you get the idea. He was nearly dead there, so you keep putting the drakes up, and yeah, move around when the zaps come down. Put protection bubble if needed. Okay, let's just get out of here. Okay, so a couple more things I wanted to go through. Firstly, they fixed drakes. They now, I mentioned it in the video as well, but not explicitly. So yeah, the drakes now attack the nearest target as they used to, and they will continue attack, like, it completely independent of what you're doing. They will keep attacking. And why is protection bubble not working? Yeah, so they'll keep doing that. Ice drake's the same, or frost drake, sorry. I think it's exactly the same. They'll move and stuff after attacking, which they'd stop doing. They'll get rooted to the spot. I don't think I've tested it exactly, but I'm pretty sure it's fixed. So yeah, that's absolutely brilliant. You no longer have to do this technique, which I showed previously, where you put the drake down and attack the first thing you want it to attack. Now you can just put it down right next to what you want it to attack, and it shouldn't have any issues there. Now, lastly, I want to, I've mentioned it quite a few times now, the Lockbox, the Lockbox drop rates thread. I planned it, I think, September, October last year, and I started work on it, but I had various delays from lots of different things, but I have good news on it, hopefully. This one, I don't get this one, this is just a complete joke of a challenge. But the good news is it should be done and out around about 2 weeks from now. Now I'm saying that slightly hesitantly, because I bet something will come up and make it a little bit harder. But yeah, basically it's going to be done. It won't have every box in it, but it will have most of them, and I'll add more as time goes on. The general layout of it is completely, I've decided how I'm doing it. It's going to be showing the drops, the boxes, each one with the different drops, and I am really failing on this one. This one's super easy. Whoops. I just stopped attacking the right way. You need to time the fireball to take down the suicide enemies, and don't let the tornado guy stand right next to you, because that is a death wish. Okay, right, there we go. Yeah, so the layout should be each of the lockboxes individually, showing the drops, the drop rates of what I've got so far from my testing, and drop rates from what I expect. There'll be 2 separate columns, and yeah, then for each one, the way I'm going to do it, I'm not going to say how many I've opened. I'm not going to show the numbers of drops at all. I'm going to do it as a rating of 1 to 10 for how much, how reliable I think my results are from how many testing I've done. So yeah, that's literally the number of tests I've done on them. And if there's something that's a really low drop rate, then I would have had to have opened the box even more for it to actually come up. Like for example, on the raw box of champions, from champion maps, I've opened that a lot of times, but still for the gem box and the premium gem box, I haven't got many drops for those. So I haven't actually really defined their drop rate. But the other ones I've got very, very solid results for. The other drops from that box, I mean. So yeah, anyway, I'm gonna have it as a nice layout, hopefully, and yeah, that'll be coming out in about 2 weeks' time. If you want me to add any specific boxes in it, then put it in a message to me in the forum, or comment on the Facebook. Why can't I think right now? The Facebook post I put on my guides page. Comment on that, saying which boxes you'd like, and I'll add them in as time goes on. Each one takes me roughly 2 hours to test. So yeah, that's why I don't want to throw tons out. Trying to find the time has been difficult. But yeah, I have brought out an evolution materials index. It's not a guide so much, more of an index going through each of the evolution materials. I put this up as a link on my my guide page anyway. And actually, I like to get little photos for each one, just to make them interesting. You know, put a nice photo. And so for this one, I thought, oh, what should I do for evolution materials? I know, I'll do a ton of pepperstone. So yeah, of course, putting in a ton of pepperstone got comments like you're a hacker and stuff, cheat. Yeah, I knew you'd get it from this, but I thought that would be a cool photo because I mean, come on, so much pepperstone. Anyway, thanks very much for watching, and I hope you I hope you enjoy the video, and that you are looking forward to the Lockbox drop rates thread, which should be coming at some point in the 2 weeks. Finally, absolutely finally. I've been wanting it for a very long time. So, yeah, be excited for that, and I'll see you in the next one. Actually, one last thing. The guild skills guide that I was working on, it was due to come out a little while ago, and it's been delayed. Normally delays and stuff are because I can't get around to it or whatever, but this is actually because what's happened is they made a change. So this guild XP, instead of doing 500 gems and giving 500 experience, it's now 100 gems and 100 experience, and basically this will take me hours and hours to do. I could do it, I could just sit there watching TV and doing it, but yeah, instead what they've decided is they're actually going to give me all the information that I need, which is very, very kind of them, and so I'm literally waiting on them to do it. Now this was just before the issues we had came out, the whole freezing, people are unable to log in and stuff, so yeah, I'm not bugging them on it just yet. I'm going to wait until that's all blown over, and then bug them again and say, like, hey, could you please send me that so I can make the guide. So that's what we're waiting on, and I will get it out to you as soon as possible, as soon as I get the information. Probably take me only a few hours after I get the information to put it together, and then yeah, I'll be detailing everything I can about the leveling and the information. They may restrict me on everything that I want to say. Just because throwing it all out there straight away, because it's a sort of long-term thing, they just like that. Well, for one thing, there's no point putting it all out right out there right now, because no one's going to get to guild level 100 for ages. But yeah, I'm going to put out as much as I can, and we'll see what I can do with that. So that'll be coming out when I can. Thanks very much for the video. That is everything now, and I'll see you in the next one.